Birdhouses were added into the game on September 7th, 2017 with the release of Fossil Island, and I believe you can maintain a bond solely through doing birdhouse runs. So what we're going to be doing today is starting on a brand new, fresh account from scratch and build him up to being able to do birdhouse runs. In just a minute here, I'll be showing you what a birdhouse run looks like, but I don't know the best or most efficient route to be able to do this and build up to doing birdhouse runs, and I haven't looked into the specifics, but I do have a general idea of what needs to be done. So for the very, very bare minimum requirements, what we need to do is the Bon Voyage quest, which requires 100 kudos in the Varrock Museum, along with a few other things. And we'll also need 5 crafting and 5 hunter, which is super, super low, and we get that super fast. So pretty low requirements. We just gotta knock out a few quests, essentially. And then we've also gotta get crafting and hunter up. And if you've ever trained hunter, you know the early levels are awful to get up, but we're gonna see if we can get hunter up without using any traditional methods and seeing how far we can go with just birdhouse runs. While I'm talking, we're gonna do a quick birdhouse run right now, just so you can see how fast and easy it is and what you can expect. People ask all the time about how to do birdhouse runs and how they work and what you need, and if they're even worth it on a regular account versus an Iron Man account, and I think this series will be the best way to show everything. And the end goal of this series is to prove that you can maintain a bond solely through doing birdhouse runs, because I'm extremely confident that that's easily achievable, even with the current bond prices that seem to be slowly creeping up to 5 mil. The only things we'll be starting with on the new account will be membership and the basic items you get straight off Tutorial Island, and I won't be giving any items or cash from any other accounts besides bonds. And once we do get to the point where we can afford it, this account will become self-sufficient for membership. I'm not going to get too much into detail about how the run works, we're going to get into that later in the series, but again, this is just like a general idea of how a run will go. So there's 4 birdhouses on Fossil Island, and you can see I'm getting 1k Hunter XP per birdhouse, which is scaled based on what types of logs that you use, but even with just U logs, it's 4k Hunter XP per run, and you can do a run every 50 minutes. From the birdhouses, you can get up to 10 birds nests each, and the odds of getting a nest are again scaled based on what type of log you use. And then from those nests, you'll either get a ring nest, a seed nest, or an empty nest. And the seed nests are the one that you're going to want the most because some seeds are extremely valuable, like magic and U seeds. But even without the seeds, you can crush the nest with the pestle and mortar, which those in themselves are currently worth 2.6k at the time of recording this. Obviously the money's going to start out really slow just using the lower tier logs, but the Hunter XP is still really high at those lower levels. So if you're doing these every hour, the money and the XP will build up really fast, and it requires almost no time commitment, and as you can see, we're finishing up the run right now. It took pretty much a minute and a half, and that's including taking stuff out of the bank at the start. Of course, I've done this so many times that it's like muscle memory to me, and I know exactly what I'm doing, but even if you're just starting doing these runs, you'll get the hang of it after just a couple of runs. It's the same deal as like doing farm runs, you just gotta get into the groove of doing things. The difference being birdhouse runs are way faster and way simpler than farm runs. So we're back at the bank, and we're just crushing the bird's nest now. And I think this run was kind of unlucky, but even on a lower end run like this one, check out how much GP all the stuff is worth. Just the nests by themselves are worth like 24k, and then add on the seeds too. There's 4k from that pineapple seed, and the ring, and you also get a bit of feathers from the runs too, and it all really adds up, and you can see from this run we ended up making 29k, which I'd say isn't too bad for not even 2 minutes of work, and don't forget about the 4k Hunter XP as well. But I'm really looking forward to starting this account and getting this series going, so I really hope that you enjoy it, and with that being said, let's log into the new account and get started. Okay, so we're logging onto the account now, and this account was originally made to be a Deadman mode account, and when I made the account, you have to get off Tutorial Island in order to give it a bond on the mainland, so I made it into an Ultimate Iron Man from the start just to be funny. I never thought I'd actually play it, so I've been waiting for the last week for it to de-iron, but now we are de-ironed. First thing we're going to do is go talk to Hans and check the age of the account, so I guess I spent 24 minutes just transferring bonds over the course of the last couple months, but here we are on See You Later Boy. So we have no stats, we have level 1 magic, so we can't teleport, we don't really have a good way to train it, so first thing we're going to do is head over to Varrock, because I feel like the best way to like make money and kind of get started and everything is in Varrock. So got one thing to say to Lumberage. See ya later, boy! This is not going to be a fun run. This is so nostalgic, this is like bringing back all the memories, running past the cows, running past the chickens. Hopefully we don't die to the Dark Wizards, that'd be kind of embarrassing, but we got some food, we got some tank food on us. Actually, you know what? We don't even have to go that way, we can go this way and go around, because we're going to be starting at the museum. Oh, so many memories here. I remember this mine very well. Aw, man. Doesn't that rat attack people too? When I was a kid, I used to think these guards were called pickpocket guards, like I had no clue what pickpocket meant, so I just saw the name pickpocket guard, and I thought that was their name. But little did I know, my combat level was just too low to have attack as the default option. Alright, we've made it to the Varrock Museum without dying, surprisingly, and we're going to go downstairs and do the quiz now. And the quiz gives you 1k Slayer XP and 1k Hunter XP, so that's already going to knock out the Hunter requirement for the level 5 Hunter we need for the regular Birdhouses once we get to that point. And also, another thing that we get from doing this is 28 kudos. And like I was saying before, we need 100 kudos in total in order to do the Bone Voyage quest, which is what unlocks Fossil Island. So if we talk to Orlando Smith, he's going to offer us the quiz to do. So we'll just go through the dialogue and sure thing, there we go, and let's get started. Should probably take like maybe 5 minutes at the most. And what we're going to do is go around to each of these 4 sections on each side and click on each of these exhibits. There's going to be some questions, answer them. There are specific answers you could look up the answers to, but I just spam click. It's easier and faster that way from my experience in the past. No, I did that wrong. We gotta study the plaque. It's cool to watch though. It's a cool cutscene. Here we go. Yes, I'm just going to keep on spam clicking all these different answers, and eventually you'll keep on getting it right. So once you get 3 answers right from each of these displays, you'll say you're done with that one, and you get the 2 kudos from each of these, and you can move on to the next exhibit. Yeah, so like literally all I'm doing is holding down spacebar to spam this, and just keep on clicking over and over. It's seriously so easy, just keep on doing this over and over. I also remember being so young and naive. Look at this schoolboy and this schoolgirl, they're just having a good time. Little do they know about the pressures of the world to come. Okay, so this is the last one complete now. We got the full 28 kudos, which means we can now go back to our boy Orlando and claim our 1k Slayer and 1k Hunter XP. Those will be the first levels we're getting on the account too. Yo, 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 what up? Display cases are coming along amazing. They're all done. So, there it is. The 2k XP drop, and we got level 9 Slayer and level 9 Hunter, just like that. I would highly recommend doing this on any brand new account because it's just like easy levels right away. Takes 2 minutes, no requirements. And 9 Hunter, we can now do some stuff, but the main thing is we got the Hunter requirement out of the way for Birdhouses. No run, by the way, it feels bad, but what we're going to do next is make some money. We're going to need some money for starter cash to buy teleports, so things like Rings of Dueling, games necklaces, stuff like that. So I'll show you what I'm going to very quickly do to get those first few teleport methods. Now, as a brand new free-to-play account, you can't use the GE until you've played at least 24 hours of in-game time, or if you have at least 7 quest points. But if you're a member, you have nothing to worry about with that, you can use the GE straight away. It's just to prevent bots from spamming up the market and things like that. Okay, apparently we don't have the 25 starting GP in the bank, which isn't a big deal. It's just kind of weird. I have no clue where it went. But we're going to start off by selling some of these things that we're not going to need. So we got 125 GP from these bronze arrows. Let's go ahead and buy ourselves a steel axe. It's only like 50 GP. I think you might be able to see where we're going with this though. So let's go deposit all this stuff that we're not going to need for a while in the bank, take out our steel axe, and we got our bronze axe right now too, and we're going to chop some trees. Alright, we've got huge milestones coming in here. This is level 6 woodcutting, which means we can now use the steel axe. We can't equip it because we only have level 1 attack. I'm not going to even bother getting attack levels up. And I'm not even going to bother dropping the bronze axe because that's free money that we could sell on the GE later. And at this point, every single GP counts. First inventory done. We got to level 7 woodcutting from that. Let's go sell them all off and see how much GP we get from that. We'll toss those in for a little bit below market price. They should sell instantly. There we go. Almost 1k just from that. And that also puts us at a 1k cash stack in the bank. This is more than I had in 2005. 10 woodcutting coming in. It's kind of a milestone, sort of. Not really. 5 levels left till Oaks. Okay, we now have 11 woodcutting, which means we can upgrade our axe to a black axe now, which I know 11 to 21 woodcutting isn't that long until Mithril, but might as well do it since we're here anyways, and it's really cheap. There we go, upgrades have been made, and let's go ahead and sell off the steel axe and get some of our money back. I should have done this before. I didn't realize that the Mithril axe is so cheap, but let's go buy a Mithril axe right now since we're here, and that way we won't have to come back here once we hit 21. Let's just put that in for like 500 or something. Should buy instantly, and we'll take that out. I guess it's not buying. Dude, I get so many of these from Training Slayer on my other accounts. I don't know why no one's selling any of these. Maybe if we take our logs out the bank and then sell those. Get a nice juicy... Bro, you're not selling. Okay, here we go. Let's sell those for like 1 point something K. We'll take that offer out, then try rebuying it again. We'll put it in for like 2k. It has to buy for 2k. There's no way this Mithril Axe won't buy for like 2k. Okay, there we go. It bought for 700. Not bad. Here we go. The last log until level 15 woodcutting in just 1 second here. Should be very fast. There it is, 15 woodcutting. We can now chop down oak trees, and now the real money is about to start rolling in. Okay, let's deposit all the logs and deposit this axe. And the spot I'm going to be using is this spot right here west of Varrock. There's another spot that's east of Varrock too, but this is more convenient. It's closer to the GE, so we're just going to do this one. Okay, there's the first inventory of oak logs done, and let's take a look at the price checker, see how much one inventory of these oaks are worth. So that's 864 GP, that's like 800 to 900 GP. Now, I have a funny feeling about something. Let's check this here very quickly. If we deposit some of these in, take out a regular log, I have a funny feeling that a regular log is going to be worth more than an oak log. So maybe it might be better to chop regular logs, but your boys got it AFK. Oh, no way. I totally forgot they could get bird's nest for all wood cutting. Dude, okay, let's see what we got here. Well, that's disappointing. That's like worth like 10 GP or something. At least the bird's nest is worth like 2.6k right there. This random event is literally the worst random event in the game. It's actually uncompletable, so if you ever get this random event, ooh, 20 wood cutting. If you ever get this random event, the beekeeper, never do it. Always dismiss him. See you later, boy. Hey, there's 21 wood cutting. We can now upgrade to that mithril axe that we have sitting in the bank, and we can sell the black axe off next time we go back to the GE. It's really nice that there's no bots here in Members Worlds, because in free-to-play, this spot is like almost unplayable. I don't even have to check, I just know that in free-to-play, it's so bad. Like, let's hop over to free-to-play world very quickly right here. I'll just pick a random world, world 8. And take a look at this. Watch, watch, watch. Look at that. Look how bad this is, dude. All these bots, man. This is this is so bad. I feel so bad for people who are free-to-play. It's just so bad. Okay, I think we should be set for a bit for now, so let's take out all the logs that we just got from woodcutting, take out all the regular logs, take out all the oak logs, take out this bird's nest, we'll take out all of our money too, and let's head over to the GE. We're going to sell all the logs below the market price, sell all the oak logs below the market price, take all this out, see how much we got now. Ooh, it's nice, 8.5k. Now, let's buy pestle and mortar. We're going to need I can't spell. Let's buy pestle and mortar. I guess it's probably going to cost a little bit for us to get, but it's definitely worth it. We're going to need this for a long time, and we'll be holding on to this pretty much forever. Let's actually start a new tab over here. This will be our birdhouse run tab. Obviously, we're not even close to doing birdhouses yet, but we'll move all this stuff into here so we'll be ready for the future. Let's unnote this bird's nest, and we'll crush that up. Sell it in the GE, and hopefully get some nice cash back from it. There you go, 2.6k. That puts us at a 10k cash stack now. So this is how the bank is looking for now. I suppose I could have done the stronghold of security for that 10k, but I feel like this is more interesting and a better way to build up the account. I feel like everyone just does the stronghold to get that first 10k, then just kind of moves on to doing their own thing from here. So this is a little bit of a different way, but that is where we're going to be wrapping up for today. Let's go over here for a cool outro and get away from all the people, because people are scary. Gives me anxiety. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up for the first episode of the Birdhouse alt from scratch. We are going to be getting into doing these quests very soon, and we'll have those birdhouse runs started before we know it. I do hope that you enjoyed this video though, and if you do want me to keep on doing this series, then please let me know by giving the video a like, or by leaving some feedback in the comments. And if you really are enjoying it, then I'll be sure to get these videos out as often as possible. But otherwise, I just want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again tomorrow.